My wife gave me an unlimited credit card just so I wouldn't ruin her date with her old flame. I'm the type who obeys perfectly, so I headed to a mall over 10 kilometers away to shop like crazy. If I can win a woman's heart, why not spend all the money I get? Lily's phone rang. She glanced casually in the direction of her phone. She picked up her red wine and took a slow sip. Jason looked at her with full affection in his eyes. Lily, today is your wedding anniversary. What will Ryan think of me acting like this? You don't need to care about his thoughts at all. Lily's phone rang again. This time she picked it up to check the screen. Account ending in 9527 has a consumption deduction of 18,888 yuan. Your account ending in 9527 has a consumption deduction of 200,000 yuan. This is the first time I've swiped her card in 2 years of marriage. Lily slid her fingers across the phone screen. She tugged the corner of her mouth coldly with an unfathomable look in her eyes. Jason spoke up. Lily, maybe you should head back home. Before Lily could reply, another message popped up on her phone. Your account ending in 9527 has a consumption deduction of 288,888 yuan. Account ending in 9527 has a consumption deduction of 588,888 yuan. For the first time, I'm treated like a VIP customer. I can't get enough of buying clothes, belts, and watches. I just keep buying more and more. Lily's phone kept ringing every now and then. She didn't bother checking it anymore. The atmosphere at the dinner table turned visibly heavy and awkward. By the end of the meal, her phone had rung nearly 8 times. She was about to put her phone away when Wendy called her. Lily, I have something to tell you about your husband. I'm not sure if I should say it. Lily could practically hear the amusement in Wendy's voice through the phone screen. Her expression turned cold. Just spit it out already. I just saw your husband walk into the club and he ordered 7 hostesses right away. Wendy couldn't hold back her laughter. If you don't hurry over there, you might end up getting cheated on big time. Lily refused to believe it. Are you blind? Don't tell me you barely recognize your husband after his new look today. I almost didn't know him. Wendy sent her a photo right away. The man in the photo had a neat side-swept black hairstyle and wore a gray Armani suit. Paired with a pair of brown leather shoes, Wendy continued talking. Can you even tell this is your husband, Lily? Thought Wendy must have lost her mind. There's no way, Lily, why don't you just go home? I can go watch the movie alone by myself. Lily put her phone away. She stayed unfazed and accompanied Jason to the movie theater 20 minutes later. Lily got another bank card spending alert. I recharged 1 million yuan at the Royal Entertainment Club. She could no longer stay calm back inside the club private room. I leaned back comfortably on the sofa sipping red wine that costs over 100,000 a bottle. All the women here are over 5 feet 7 inches tall with amazing figures. One lady waited on me gently while I sat relaxed on the couch. I rested my feet on her lap as she gently massaged my ankles. Another stood behind me, kneading my shoulders while one peeled fruits for me. The rest sang and danced. This place is literally paradise on earth. The scene I've daydreamed countless times finally came true, so when the manager tried to sell me more services, I waved my hand boldly and recharged 1 million yuan using Lily's card. Lily pushed open the private room door only to see a woman leaning against my chest. She looked like she had never seen a woman before. This feels pretty nice. You want to give it a try? I have plenty to offer. The other women rushed to show off their stunning curves. I almost felt my nose bleed watching them. Living the rich life feels absolutely amazing. I was about to touch some more when a loud bang echoed. Right after that, a cold, sharp voice ordered, all of you get out of here now. Interrupted mid-moment, I squeezed the woman's waist reluctantly. You all head out first. I'll hit you up again later. Lily's face turned dark and stormy. Her expression looked just like the sky right before a huge storm. Soon the room fell completely quiet with only the two of us left. I leaned back on the sofa and stared at her. She really is the kind of woman the original guy fell for at first sight. She has thick, dark brows, big, bright eyes, and a tall, straight nose. She has an incredible figure, her white button-up shirt tucked neatly into her pencil skirt. Her outfit perfectly highlights her curvy hips, narrow waist, and long legs, making her incredibly attractive. She would definitely stand out as a club hostess. I couldn't help imagining what she would look like in that role. Then I heard her angry voice. You're out here messing around spending my money to cheat on me. Ryan, do you really think I wouldn't dare do anything to you? I replied confidently. What do you mean? Your money, we're married. Your money is my money too. You get to spend money hanging out with your old flame. Why can't I spend money to have people keep me company? I wasn't scared of her at all. The book described how much she hated the original version of me. She even felt disgusted just from being touched by me, simply put. She was basically allergic to any physical contact from me. Making any move on me would be like hurting herself. So I'm completely safe even sharing the same bed. Lily let out an angry laugh. Cut the fake act. You deliberately swiped my card and caused all this trouble just to make me come find you. I looked up at her and gently placed my hand on her slender waist. I traced the curve of her body through the thin fabric of her clothes. So you left Jason behind to come here. Does that mean I'm more important to you than Jason? Lily's expression turned icy cold in an instant. I warned you not to push your luck and ask for more than you deserve. This is your last chance if you ever dare use the Liu family name again, to pull stunts that tarnish the Liu family reputation. You can kiss your spot as the Liu family son-in-law goodbye. After speaking, she pushed me away in disgust and grabbed a tissue to wipe her hands. I almost burst out laughing. She won't even let me sleep next to her. I never even wanted this son-in-law position anyway. Just hand me the divorce papers right now. If I hesitate for even 1 second, I'm a total dog. Lily froze in place and glanced at me, a faint smile slowly spreading across her lips. You really want a divorce, are you sure? My gaze lingered on her face for a moment, then drifted down, finally landing on her stunning figure with a playful, teasing glint in my eyes. I left the choice up to her. Either let me stay with you, or we get divorced. Lily's face turned completely dark instantly. She called her assistant right in front of me and told her to draft divorce papers. Bring them to the house first thing tomorrow morning. The original version of me loved her obsessively. Even when she never returned my feelings, I still refused to divorce her. I kept forcing a relationship that eventually led to his family's downfall. There are plenty of women in this world. There's no need to cling stubbornly to someone who doesn't care about you. I stood up straight. Make your choice and don't regret it. Later, Lily let out an angry laugh. I completely ignored her, put on my leather shoes, grabbed my new watch and phone, then took my car straight back home. I headed straight upstairs to my room. Lily watched me pay no attention to her at all. She only snapped out of it once my figure disappeared from sight, then sat down on the sofa. She pulled out her constantly ringing phone. Wendy had sent photos of me leaving the club into their group chat, sparking a heated discussion among everyone. Molly commented, "Wow, Looks like Miss Lou is really falling for Ryan. I don't know if she's falling for him, but Ryan clearly doesn't care about her anymore. April chimed in, there's no way. Everyone knows she forced Lily to marry him against her will. If he was willing to let go, Lily wouldn't have to keep avoiding him every single day. Wendy said anything can happen. Ryan used Lily's card at my club tonight and ordered 7 hostesses. He's clearly stopped putting Lily on a pedestal, Molly replied. No way is that actually true, April asked. If that's really the case, then Lily might finally be free from this mess. Lily thought back to how I demanded a divorce from her earlier that night. I let out a cold laugh and typed in the group chat. Are you all that bored? Do you want me to find you some real work to do? She put her phone away and headed upstairs, passing right outside my bedroom door. She heard my voice singing from inside the room and paused in her tracks. Today is such a wonderful day. All my wishes are coming true. Tomorrow will be another great day. No time to waste on trivial moments. I want to fly up high and stand side by side with the sun. The world waits for me to change it. The dreams I dare to dream no longer hide away. All my dreams can come true here. Lily listened to my off-key drunk singing and hesitated for a second, wanting to stop my nonsense. She reached for the doorknob only to find it locked the door from the inside. Normally whenever she got home, I would always find ways to seduce her, desperate to sleep beside her. Locking the door this time was completely out of character. Eventually Lily turned and walked away. The room I'm staying in is the master bedroom. Lily refused to share a room with the original me after marriage, so she chose to stay in the guest room, leaving the master bedroom all to me alone. I looked around the huge luxurious room, running my fingers over the various luxury car keys in the cabinet. The wardrobe filled with endless designer clothes and the display cabinet full of high-end watches. I sang happily to myself, then took a relaxing bath in the oversized bathtub big enough for 2 people. I put on an incredibly soft silk pajama and lay down on the huge comfy bed, unable to fall asleep. I just couldn't fall asleep. It all felt like a dream. It all felt too good to be real the next morning. Lily woke up to find the breakfast that was always prepared for her gone from the dining table. No longer was there a man waiting eagerly for her. She glanced over at my closed bedroom door. She couldn't help tugging the corner of her mouth. Looks like he sobered up after all, and got too scared to face me like a coward. She sneered coldly. She tossed the divorce papers on the coffee table, then left for the company I slept in until I naturally woke up. It was already well past noon, seeing I was still in the luxurious bedroom. I fully confirmed I'd actually transmigrated into this novel world. I sorted through the original story plot again. Their marriage wouldn't even last 3 years, meaning in less than a year's time, Lily would bring down the entire Chen family and leave me with nothing. The book only briefly mentioned the business rivalry without any detailed tactics. I had no idea what methods Lily planned to use, but living the rich life feels way too good. There's no way I'm letting my family go bankrupt. I got dressed and headed downstairs. I spotted the divorce papers on the coffee table, immediately picked up a pen and signed my name. Hesitating even a second would feel disrespectful to the divorce after signing. I took Lily's bank card out of my bag as well, and placed it right on top of the divorce papers, then grabbed the original owner's important belongings and headed back to my parents' house. Forget being the villainous side character, I'm going back to live my own life on my own terms. Susan. My mom saw me come home right away, put down her flowers and scissors and hurried over to greet me. Why are you home so early? Did Lily bully you again? No, Mom, really she didn't? Susan held my hand, looking clearly worried. Usually at this hour I'd be busy bringing Lily lunch. I never had time to come see my parents. Why didn't you call ahead to tell me you were coming? I could have had the servants prepare all your favorite dishes. When did you get a new hairstyle? This outfit looks amazing on you too. Mom chatted with me non-stop while telling the maid to cook up all my favorite meals. Every move she made showed how genuinely happy she was to have me home. My heart ached a little watching her. In my past life, I never got this kind of warm parental love no matter how hard I tried. I never thought I'd get to experience it like this after dying. I looked around my family home. The more I looked, the better my mood became. Susan kept asking me all sorts of caring questions. Ryan, if anything is ever bothering you, come talk to Mom and Dad will always be your strongest support. Staring at my beautiful warm mother standing right in front of me, I couldn't help stepping forward to hug her. I made a firm resolve in my heart to change her tragic fate in this story. Mom, I'm sorry for making you worry all these years. I won't let you worry anymore. Susan's eyes turned red instantly hearing my words. Ever since I married Lily, I've barely come home to visit. Even when I did, it was always because of Lily. Mom always said forced relationships never work out, but I insisted on marrying no one but her. They only have one son after all. They've always spoiled me rotten since I was little when I said I wanted to marry her. They agreed without a second thought after marriage, seeing how unhappy I was. They watched my confidence and light fade away little by little, watching my whole world revolve only around Lily. I started losing my sense of right and wrong as a mother. She felt every bit of pain deep in her heart. Every time I came home complaining about how Lily treated me, she couldn't sleep all night long. All Mom ever wants is for you to live a good, happy life. I reached up, wiped away her tears, and smiled at her. Just as dinner was ready, my dad, David, came home. He brought Zoe back with him. Zoe is the daughter of my dad's best friend. She is 3 years older than the original me. Her parents passed away when she was young, so she lived with her grandmother. Her grandmother struggled to raise her alone, so the Chen family took her in like their own daughter. They supported her financially in daily life and studies all the way until she graduated college. In the book, the original me always treated her like an older sister whenever he chased after Lily. He would constantly talk to her about how much he loved Lily, and ask her for relationship advice. She always acted like a caring older sister around him. She looked out for him, helped him out, and never crossed any boundaries. Even the readers never suspected a thing. It wasn't until she heard Lily was divorcing him that she went to look for him. She arrived at the scene right after his car crash and held his trembling body in her arms. Her eyes turned red. Seeing him covered in blood, she kept gently wiping the blood from the corner of his mouth. She whispered softly, "Ryan, I regret everything. I regret not stopping you from pursuing Lily back then." Her eyes held deep hidden love like an unbreakable fog. She couldn't hide her feelings any longer. At that moment, she wanted him to know she loved him. She had loved him silently for years. She tried desperately to hold on to him, but nothing worked. She could only watch his life fade away right in front of her eyes. This was the only time the book described her inner thoughts, and it was also her most iconic highlight moment. It left all readers shocked, sympathetic, and full of regret. I also ended up feeling both fond and conflicted about her character. The original me never knew Zoe had feelings for him. I decided to pretend I knew nothing for now. I greeted Mom Susan politely. I also said hello to Zoe. She looked at me with gentle doting in her tone. Short hair really suits you, doesn't it? I agree, this outfit looks great too. Guess my taste has gotten way better lately. The original me was always insecure around Lily, but he was always confident around Zoe because she always showered him with endless care and affection. I tried my best to act like the original me, but only pulled off about 80% of his vibe. The other 20% was held back because I knew about her secret crush on me. Zoe smiled softly. She changed the subject. Aren't you always busy bringing Lily lunch every day? What made you decide to come home for lunch, especially on such a hot day? Lily said she felt bad me running over with lunch every day, so she told me not to bother anymore. The second those words left my mouth, everyone fell quiet. Even David and Susan turned to stare at me clearly, looking shocked and doubtful. No one believed it for a second. None of us thought Lily would ever treat me well. Yet the original me believed it wholeheartedly. Zoe spoke up, breaking the silence. Is that really true? I held up my wrist, showing off my new watch. Look at this watch. Do I look like someone who still cooks and delivers meals? Let me see. Zoe grabbed my arm to take a closer look. It looks really nice. I couldn't tell if it was because I knew about her hidden feelings. But my face grew a little warm and I felt more awkward talking to her. I quickly switched topics. How's the company doing lately? We're currently negotiating a few big projects. Landing them could push the company to a whole new level. If we take on these huge projects, we might run into cash flow shortages later on. Once the capital chain breaks, the Liu family will stand by and do nothing. Could this be Lily's hidden plan? I couldn't say it outright, so I hinted subtly. I think the current market conditions are pretty unstable. The company should focus on staying steady right now. We need to keep enough cash reserves to handle any potential risks the company might face. Zoe stared at me, a hint of suspicion flashing in her eyes. Since when did you start caring about company business? Did you hear something from Lily and want us to back down from the competition and hand these projects over to her? The original me was a total love-struck fool. He constantly asked our family to help Lily in the past, so me suddenly opposing these projects, it made perfect sense for Zoe to be suspicious. I hesitated for a second, glanced over at my parents standing nearby. I leaned closer to her, cupping my hand beside my ear. I secretly overheard Lily planning to take down the Chen family. I pulled back after speaking and watched Zoe's ears turn bright red instantly. I didn't expect my quiet whisper to fluster her so easily. I awkwardly pretended not to notice. I lowered my voice to explain I didn't dare tell Mom and Dad. They wouldn't handle the news about the company. Well, I don't understand business matters anyway, so we'll leave this whole thing up to you right then. Susan called us over for dinner. I stared at the full table of delicious food, feeling instantly happy. Mom kept piling food onto my plate. Eat more, you've gotten so thin lately. I stared at all my favorite dishes, swallowing hard. I haven't had home-cooked meals in so long. I'll definitely gain all the lost weight back now that I'm staying home more. Mom smiled, hearing my words, and kept adding more food to my plate. If you miss home cooking this much, I'll have the servants bring you meals every day from now on. No need, Mom, I'm staying home for good from now on. The second I said that, Susan, David, and Zoe all froze mid-movement and stared straight at me. I put down my chopsticks too and looked at them with complete sincerity. Mom, Dad have decided to get divorced from Lily for good. I used to think I could make her fall for me if I tried hard enough, but I finally realized love can never be forced. I don't want to love her anymore. All I want now is to stay here with you two. I spoke freely with no sadness or hesitation in my tone. But the Chen family knew exactly how deeply the original me loved Lily. It was rooted deep in everyone's minds. They couldn't believe I'd let go just like that. Why are you all so quiet? Do you not want me back home? Are you worried I'll just stay here and rely on you forever? Son, of course not, Susan snapped out of her shock right away. She filled my plate with more of my favorite food, grinning from ear to ear. I'm overjoyed to have you stay home with me forever. David pulled out his phone and transferred 10 million yuan straight to my bank card. Just stay home if you want. I can easily support you for 10 lifetimes. Loving parents are truly worlds apart from cold, uncaring ones. I thought back to my own parents in my past life ever since I was little. All the best food at home always went straight to my younger brother. If I ever reached for a bite, Mom would swat my hand away. I cried for an entire day and night, begging to go to college, but they still refused. They forced me to choose between working to make money and marrying into another family with no status. Without a degree, working regular jobs outside never gave me any good opportunities. They never cared if I was tired or struggling. All they cared about was how much money I sent home. They only ever complained that I never sent enough money back home, staring at the loving parents in front of me. My eyes grew a little misty. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. I'll only love you two from now on.